Hello, everybody. Welcome to a new cooking episode. And today we are using this arborio rice, zucchine, and bay leaves. We're going to be using, I mentioned already, the kind of rice is arborio, white wine, and chicken bouillon. We will use also butter and also chili flakes. You can use the fresh ones or the dry ones. It's fine, either one. And what we are preparing today is something very Italian as well, risotto con le zucchine. And we will use also a vegetable oil. In this case, my favorite is the sunflower oil. You can use the peanut oil. And we're going to be using also no scallions. I'm using leeks. In this case, but let's say you don't have leeks, you can use any onions you have. You have red onions, use red onions. You have white onions, use white onions. You have Vidalia onions that are kind of sweet, are my favorite, great. And even scallions. Again, I'm using the sunflower oil. And I washed already. I previously washed very well our zucchini is a big one. If you have two small ones, will do. We're going to use the mandolin and we're going to slice them up. And we're going to start frying our leeks. We love leeks here in the house. I extremely a big fan of leeks, but then again, use whatever onions you have. Shallots would be also great. And chili pepper flakes, I use it already. And I start refrying the leeks with the zucchini. You can see I slice them up very well, not too thin, so I use the medium size. Then I add already some butter. Let's say you are using salted butter, so you regulate yourself using less salt when you need to add salt. But let's say it's unsalted butter, then you can freely use the right measure of salt. Now I'm start refrying this zucchini with the leeks, always making sure I'm not burning them, so they are in a moderate heat, not too low, not too high. And I'm turning them up as well, keeping an eye that they get golden. Next step, adding salt. I have this mix of salt and pepper, and I'm using it right now to add to our mixture of zucchini and scallions, leeks, and pepper flakes, the chili pepper flakes. And we're going to add right now our arborio rice. And once again, that is the rice that you need when you prepare risotto. It cannot be any other rice. Has to be arborio. Keep that in mind. That is really important in this case. So I'm refrying the rice along the zucchini and the mix of sunflower oil and butter. Now I add a little bit of white wine. I had very little left, but it's okay. I add also one bay leaf, one big one, and I add 2 cubes of the bouillon because you saw me, I add already salt and pepper. Now let's go with our very hot water. I had it ready for the risotto, and you know that is the case. You're going to be adding little by little, controlling that the rice cooks the right way and doesn't get burned and is not undercooked or is not too al dente. So I'm right there, keeping an eye on this. You can also use vegetable stock or chicken stock, not really beef stock. You could, but I'm not using beef stock. I'm adding a little bit more water. I lowered the temperature, and I'm going to add 1 big tablespoon of smoked paprika. Very important. Gives the color and the nice smoky taste. So I add that already, and now I'm going to add 1 more tablespoon of butter. Kind of, You can see what amount. And you're gonna use the butter in this case, adding bit by bit, because the goal is to have a creamy risotto. That's the most important thing of a risotto. The risotto is not a pilaf, it's not a dry rice, it's creamy. In this case, I'm not going to be adding heavy cream because the butter and the cheese that we'll add at the end is going to be enough. Next step, we're going to be adding dill. I really like the dill with the zucchine, but let's say you don't have dill, you can use parsley. I wouldn't recommend cilantro because this is a Mediterranean dish. So your best choice is dill or parsley. Our rice is done. It's not too al dente. It's not overcooked the way a risotto is supposed to be. And so are the zucchine, as you can see. And the smell is a great fragrance. And I'll show you right now how creamy it has to be. And our last step, as I mentioned before, is going to be our cheese. In this case, I chose the Parmigiano Reggiano along with Asiago and Romano mix. You can use any cheese of your preference. The important thing is that gives the final touch to our risotto and zucchine. Thank you very much for watching, my friends. Enjoy, bon appetit, and I see you in the next one. Please stay tuned. Goodbye.